And due to the happenstance of running into Doc Gambino, he never meets Goldfinger or has a need to meet Goldfinger. And as fate would have it, he was supposed to be meeting Goldfinger through Devil Jackson because Devil knew Goldfinger, but he ended up meeting the man who given Goldfinger.
By chance, luck. That's just crazy luck.
Okay.
But the plan was they was going to New York to meet a connect. But the man they was actually going to meet to connect was supposed to be Goldfinger Terrell, but it turned out to be Doc Gambino. Based on Pops going into City Square, talking shit, make a $10,000 bet with Doc Gambino, and that would change his fate forever.
And the fate of Benny. A lot of people
That would
prospered.
change his fate forever. That would change his fate forever from that point on. Hey, that was it.
The legend was born for real.
That was it. That was it. Doc was it. It's like Michael Jackson making Thriller. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
So it's been a lot of rumors about Lou just spoke to an old timer whose name we won't say, but a real guy. And didn't the OG say he thought the Devil's demise led from that there was word on the street the Devil
Might have been talking.
might have been see he whispering he might have been
Yeah,
cooperating, he might have been talking to them people.
He might have been. Yeah.
Then we did when you hear the stories that Al like talks about in Roland, because I didn't realize till recently that Devil Jackson had been a chief lieutenant of Henry Marzette.
Mm-hmm.
So long before, and so Devil being the character that he was, as Marzette is
I
sick
told
and
you,
in the middle
Devil
of
knew
this,
everybody.
he now circling around your dad.
Well, you already know the next thing they think coming up.
Next
And
on next up is
who
the
knows
fat
how
man.
Henry Marzette felt about that?
Yeah.
I mean, that's the one thing about it. When you're working for a guy like Marzette, that speaks for itself.
Mm-hmm.
And Marzette supposedly on his deathbed to end what was going on, that whole gang war between the East Side, the West Side 7 and the East Side 12.
Mm-hmm.
Stonewall.
Stonewall. Exactly. That's when Detroit got its definition of the murder capital, is that drug war is going on. But supposedly on Marzette's deathbed, he told his number one hitman that there would be a list of people that he needed to be took care of that he thought would end the war.
Mm-hmm.
And very shortly after Marzette's passing, Devil Jackson's demise, came to be. In fact, if you look at Roland, shout out to Al Prophet's Doc Roland.
Peace
Um,
out.
he interviews a DEA agent by the name of John Sutton, and John Sutton says he was sent by the government to Detroit because he was the first black undercover DEA agent. In fact, he's the one who busted Milwaukee Jack, as he calls him by his name, John Mays.
Yeah.
It's that same
I
agent.
told you, every pimp that entered into the dope game went to jail. Every one of them. Good George Blair did, Treacherous did, all of them. I'm telling you. And Devil got killed. You talking about him? Not Devil was a pimp originally. So it would make sense that he would know, like I'm telling you, would know Marzette. The only person I really didn't have he really had no connection to was John Classen.
Claxon.
And maybe that's because he was fucking with
What is
Marzette.
that? Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
And see, Pops went tapped into John Classen. Understand that thanks to Box.
exactly. And according to my father, Marzette had the quote unquote name, but Claxton had a plug just as good.
Yeah. And I
Which,
just want to say something to
yeah,
one of my viewers. They said that I said old man Simon is the guy we cop from here. That's true. That is one of the only people we ever cop from in the city of Detroit was a Jew by the name of Old Man Simon in the Eastern Market District. You're correct about that. But other than that, and John Klassen, I couldn't name nobody else. that he copped dope from in Detroit.
No, your father was famous. So he told my father, Courtney, you ain't gonna never make no money buying nothing from nobody here in the city. These niggas ain't gonna never give it to you where you can make some money. And in 30 years of watching my father and 15 years of working for him, your father's statement was true. We never made no real money
Well, in
messing with.
myself, in my lifetime,
Right.
if I look at it like I told you, the statement you made to me, statement you should have made to me, nigga, you ain't gonna never see dope like that again as long as you live. 95% pure out of China white out of Thailand at $12,000 a key. Man, that's a dream.
You know, and I ain't just putting no shade on the crew. Niggas gave up what they was giving up. Boyer look out when he could, Leroy and Bernard, the Canton boys. The union was good, but your father was just right. They ain't gonna never give it up to you like,
You gotta go get it yourself,
yeah,
man.
like the Nigerians would, like the Pakistanis would, like Mr. B out the islands would.
You
They
gotta go
just
get it
they
yourself.
never you're never
Once
gonna
a
get it.
nigga touch it, I done told y'all, every hand that touch it, touch the package and the package shrink. Every hand that touch the package touches it and the package gets smaller. And that's a natural fact. You go from 100 grams down to 20.
Yeah. So back to the thing when Detective John Sutton was sent to Detroit, and again, you can hear it out of his mouth if you watch Roland.
Mm-hmm.
He was sent to Detroit to investigate three people: Henry Marzette, Devil Jackson, and Eddie Jackson. Agent Sutton says when he gets to Detroit, first thing he sees, they tell him to go to see this Cadillac. Is a dead body in the back of it. That body would be Devil Jackson's. The next day, Marzetta died right before that, which left, as far as the authorities, the next big
So
thing coming in the
here's
city
when you want
was
a
Eddie.
timeline, right? So at this point, where's John Klassen?
He went on the run.
So John Klassen is on the run at this point.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Now you got the timeline, right? When John Klassen go on the run, my father go to the fight in Madison Square Garden looking for another connect because he tired of going out to California, fucking with Devil. But as I told y'all before, Devil had when he was pulling the rabbit to pull out his hat. Devil knew Goldfinger Terrell. So you see that he knew Henry Marzette,
He
he
was
knew Goldfinger
fingering, yeah.
Terrell. Devil knew
He
everybody.
did know everybody.
He knew everybody,
Yeah.
everybody in the game. Devil knew him. He knew the
They
Mexicans
say
out
the
in
devil had been in
Tijuana.
the game because he was older
And
than your old
Devil,
man. Devil knew
an old pimp, man.
back all the way to the
But Pimps was
50s.
trying to get into the dope game. That's what started
But
happening.
but but
Because the
you
type of
know
money
you
that
know
niggas in the dope game was
you
handling, and didn't
know
have to worry with no
that
nagging woman.
people, especially us, our people being the way we are. So Devil been running around the streets for all these years.
Okay.
And your father, as my father quotes, in 18 months, Eddie then went from nobody in the game to he bigger than all these niggas in the city put together. Don't you think that can make somebody feel some kind of way?
Well, it made John Klassen feel
Feel
some
some
kind of
kind
way.
of way.
As I keep telling you, it made a lot of people feel some kind of way. But by the time they felt it, he had already went past them. That's like when you get juked on the football field. When niggas shake you and pass you,
It's too late. You
it's too
can't
late. You
catch him.
can't catch me in the end zone. Touchdown, Brooke Johnson, California breakdown.
Yeah, yeah. So yeah, that's gonna be interesting. Again, we're gonna really unpack that whole Devil Jackson, New York, Goldfinger Terrell. Um,
But can you just imagine that? You going to see Goldfinger Terrell, and you go to the hotel, and you ask them where can you go buy some haberdash at, and they send you around the city square clothes. You walk in there talking shit about how Muhammad Ali gonna knock Joe Frazier out, a little round rim, stout man, Italian, is sitting behind the counter, and he said, "What you got on him?" And you being the shit talking nigga, I got $10,000. So he made a $10,000 bet with Carmine Lambrusco. And he's
Lambrandozzi.
Lambrandowski, and he's supposed to be there to see Goldfinger Terrell. Never met Goldfinger Terrell after that minute because after making the bet and buying the clothes at City Squire, before when they was delivering the clothes, Doc Gambino sent my father a ticket to sit next to him in the fifth row at the fight.
This is the fight of the century you're talking about.
This
Ali
is
Frazier.
Muhammad Ali, Joe Frazier.
Madison Square
You
Garden.
look at that film, fifth row, Doc Gambino and the Fat Man. Now you had Frank Sinatra there. You had all your heavyweights there.
Sammy Davis, everybody who was
Everybody
anybody.
who was anybody
Truly
was
everybody
at that
who
fight.
was anybody.
And to be there with Doc Gambino, and as you say, your boy Frank Lucas was there. Everybody
Frank Lucas,
was
the
there.
famous scene with the chinchilla of
Said both
American
of them the
Gangster.
same shot.
They
Both of them was at the
appeared
same
and
fight.
both
Both of them in
appeared
Ebony.
in
1970 May. Yeah, yeah.
So yeah, that is but I think the cautionary tale, had Devil kind of played his position. He was in the catbird seat. I mean, whether it's my father, 5-0,
You can't fight
Black
fake.
Butch, Rudolph, everybody else who stayed close to your pops got to take the whole ride with your pops.
Well, nah, y'all
Devil-
sitting up here saying Devil was talking against somebody and that's why he might have got killed. He was working with Henry Marzette.
Maybe that's what
I mean, when a motherfucker playing everybody against everybody. So I mean, you can play a motherfucker the wrong way.
When your father had sent him up there to New York to just grab a package,
He trying to steal the
He
connect.
tried to steal the connect.
So,
The
I
Italians
mean-
tell your father if you ever send him back up here again, we gonna put him in the East River.
Yeah. So you understand. You don't know who did what to Devil.
But just that being that way as opposed to being a solid guy, he missed.
But
the
then he
greatest
had. But
hustle,
see, you have to
the
remember this
greatest
too.
run
Now,
in the
be
city.
honest to the game. He did have beef with a couple motherfucking
Lot of
pimps
people.
about taking their bitches. After they was in the Ebony magazine, Devil, man, you don't understand how jealousy go and how they skyrocketed. When them niggas was in Ebony magazine, they was the hottest niggas in the country. In Detroit,
Oh yeah, for sure.
everywhere, and Pop stayed at the fights. Like I tell you, he's in the Jet magazine at a fight. So once he started doing that, and he hit motherfucking Ebony, niggas stop it. Jealousy just exploded.
Envy.
That Ebony, I ain't been able to find the Jet yet, but that Ebony I got. I'm looking for the Jet still. Like I said, we chasing that interview, the full interview. That's something else we still chasing like crazy.
It's a lot. So, yeah. So, all right. Again, though, family. Thank you. Make sure you guys are hitting that like, share, and subscribe button. Thank you, my brother, for spending some time with us
Peace
here at Big
and
Boss
love.
at Big
I
Boss
had to stop
Filmworks.
by and say what's happening and give you all a shout out.
Yeah, sorry for being a little distracted. There's so
definitely
much
holla
content
at
I've been
y'all.
trying to find when we get them here. But again, make sure you guys are hitting that like, share, and subscribe button. Appreciate everybody. We are up on all platforms: Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. It is doing what it does. Beyond Street Dreams, episode 4 coming real soon. Episodes 1 and 2 already are behind the paywall. There, even though we're not charging. You just got to go on to Patreon and you'll be able to see episodes 1 and 2 of Beyond Street Dreams. Very surely you won't be able to see it on YouTube right now. Episode 3 is still up on regular YouTube platform, but that'll be going to Patreon real soon. So if you guys didn't get a chance to see it, love the comments. Appreciate you guys. We worked real hard. We shot live in Detroit. We shot live in New York. We shot live in Miami. We traveled the country. We shot live from the Bahamas. We didn't play any games to put that story together. So
Yes, sir.
yeah, if you haven't seen it, go to Patreon and get a hold of Beyond Street Dreams. But anything else? Yeah, you got something else, Lou?
Yeah, man. I personally, we've hit a big spike in this past week, and I want to personally myself thank every one of you who watched, commented, shared. So many shared videos right now.
Yes, sir.
I mean, truthfully, this has been the most activity with the sharing, and don't stop.
Yes, sir.
We are about to roll out for the fall some merch pieces. Uh, Beyond Street Dreams, Devil is a Lie, Motown Mafia, the unindicted co-conspirator,
You see.
UC,
And the indicted conspirator.
and the indicted.
Subscribe.
Yes.
Subscribe,
Yes.
share, and like most of all. Subscribe, share, and like most of all, and peace and love.
And follow if you are on Facebook. Follow if you are on TikTok. Check us out. We're gonna be everywhere. Big Boss Filmworks. Real true street crimes all over the world, baby.
Yeah, obviously, yeah, but there, I'd be remiss
Peace
if you
out.
guys don't know, Brother Eddie got his own channel, always doing something. He's working real hard over there. He's got a deep catalog of stuff. So again, between our families, we're in this thing from 1969 to the year 2000. So
That's right.
there's just a ridiculous and about anybody who's anybody in this town.
We got to hit it out the park sooner or later. We got to
our
get that
day-
grand slam home
our
run.
day is coming and
Tigers win today. What the Tigers do?
I'm not sure. We got to look that up.
Well,
But-
they was on rain delay when I was up earlier. They was on rain delay.
All right, go Tigers, go
Go
Lions,
Tigers, go Lions.
Right.
Detroit, town of
And go
champions.
Pistons. Don't
That's
forget
right.
about the Pistons. It's
City-
about
city-
that time.
City
Did
of Boom.
LeBron retire? LeBron said he gonna retire. What was the big announcement LeBron had to make?
I know we got it.
I think he was saying he gonna retire. Did LeBron retire?
I would have seen it all over the place.
I don't think he.
Well, he got a big
No,
announcement.
no.
What was the big announcement?
He is retiring, but he's playing out the season. He's got to get the going away tour.
Yeah,
how
but
they
I-
do the
well,
big-
but he's
how
still- he's
No,
retired.
he has announced that this will be his
Okay,
last
this
season.
is last
This is
season.
last season, but he's got.
We love you, LeBron.
Yeah,
Peace and love, and
yeah.
thank you for all the thrills.
The big fella.
Peace and love to LeBron James.
Going away.
Thank you. Wonderful act. Hard to follow up. We gonna miss you, baby. So enjoy your retirement. We got to say love to LeBron James and thank you for all the
He's
fun,
one of the
brother.
greats.
Peace and
he's
love.
not the greatest. in
I
my opinion.
enjoyed watching you. You gave me many
you
thrills, and I love the way you did it. Peace out.
No. Before I wrap this up, though.
No, I'm laughing.
I don't want
Because
that
I know
argument.
so many people
No.
He's
say the exact
retiring.
same thing, and I don't think he.
No, this is really what I'm.
Well, I
I'm gonna
wanna
just
say
Hold on. Go ahead.
You
Say
did
what
a
gotta
wonderful
say.
thing. You played a wonderful role. It's not the point if he is good or better than Michael Jordan. The man
Yeah,
did his
because
thing,
it's
and I
it's
enjoyed
deeper
watching
than-
him do his thing.
I'm all switched up. We got a thing in our culture. We got to get over this. He better than him.
Yeah.
If you can't just look at that man's career
And say
and admire it
congratulations.
and say congratulations.
Pop a
versus
bottle of
culture,
champagne
right?
for
The
LeBron
versus
James.
The verses, everything he's got.
Pop a bottle of champagne
Yeah.
for LeBron
I mean,
James.
and on the
A
real
toast.
On the real
What the
tip.
dramatics say, a toast.
I got,
Wait a minute. On the real tip, he's been a better man. However great of a basketball player is, the way he's carried himself through his career.
Yeah.
The
Man,
way
heard
he has
about him
presented
raping no
nothing.
bitches and shit,
the
all that
class
dumb
act
shit.
That he has been. See, we get again. That's what was me and my other man right side. We get real goofy with this shit sometimes,
Yeah.
man. The fact that man has handled himself as a class act coming right
Class
out of high
act.
school,
Class
right
act.
out of high school, no grooming from the hoods of Akron. And he has handled himself, and not to mention his business acumen that he done ran up damn near a B. That would be $1 billion.
Hey,
Fucking
like I
around,
said,
grabbing a basketball.
toast.
So let's the fact that no, he ain't Michael Jordan, but what's that mean? He in the short list of most talented people ever to pick up a basketball.
There you go.
Ever.
There you go.
Ever.
There you go.
Ever.
One more topic
Yeah.
that I wanted you guys to talk about.
What's that?
It was the whole, and it plays perfectly into what you were just talking about, this versus culture, and why can't we just give people,
Celebrate that man on the strength of what he's done, because he's done plenty.
No, the recent casino situation with Hov and Nas. Now, Hov's got rejected.
Now, okay.
Please give me the clear, because I
Okay,
always like
first,
to hear your opinion
Hov
about
didn't
this.
get rejected.
Okay.
Okay, and, not only do we got a versus culture, we love dumb shit culture.
Okay. Yep.
I'm just going to put it out there. There was an offer that the city of New York had allowed for casinos to come. Jay-Z, Sean Carter, Mr. Nazim, what's Nas' last name? Jones?
Jones?
Nazim Jones had different investment groups. Hov's investment group pitched the idea to the city, very ambitious. Hov wanted, and his team, not just Jay-Z. Was it Jay-Z versus Nas?
Right.
No.
And which is what they've been trying to paint.
Because
I haven't heard about
because
this
we
story.
slow.
Finish
Okay.
telling the
Yeah.
story.
Okay.
Yeah.
So,
I haven't heard
so
the story
Sean
yet.
Carter and a bunch of people who don't look like us went in on a deal.
Okay.
Like
On a casino deal.
A casino deal. Like
Okay.
Sean Carter was one of the 10 owners of the Brooklyn Nets till he sold his interest.
There you go.
He didn't own the Nets. He didn't beat Nas out, and he got a team, and Nas didn't get one.
Say louder.
It's called business. And both those guys are businessmen.
Thank
Jay-Z team wanted pitch to the city of New York. They wanted to do some crazy. I thought it was a crazy idea. Put a casino right in the middle of Times Square. Hey. Okay. Nas and his team, Nas is from Queens. Nas's team said, hey, why don't we put something out near the Coliseum area in Queens? Neither Sean Carter, Jay-Z, or Nas were the major investors in either offer.
So who won?
Nas's team offer for doing a casino in Queens was accepted. So Nas, and let's be clear, most of the players in this game is white folks and people from other cultures.
But Nas got a piece of the casino.
Nas got a piece of the casino.
Congratulations to you, Nas.
Now, this part, I'm going to give you guys for free because I love my people. I know personally the man who's given both of them some business advice. Do not be surprised if you come when all of the fanfare is done that Hov is also involved in it via Nas, because that's the level they playing with. Because when you got niggas, when you got black men playing with billions, I keep trying to tell y'all, broke people compete, rich people collaborate.
So you say Jay-Z and Nas is going to collaborate.
I'm saying I wouldn't be surprised at all that, let's say, Nas is putting in $500 million.
Well, collaborate.
Right,
It's
Dad.
just
He
simple.
said, check
Collaborate.
this out. You come in.
Right. He
under
can
my
throw him
shit.
if he needs
because
some
guess
money
what,
on
guys?
the deal.
That's how every other group of people on planet Earth behaves.
Ought to.
Now, what
Who
about
else would you get an
what
action
about the
but him?
celebration that finally we even got brothers involved in deals like this or being offered opportunities to be in deals?
That's a wonderful thing. It's a wonderful thing.
Nas, I know again, not what I heard. They've went on and they've done a bunch of business together and do a bunch of business together.
Absolutely.
So I'd hate to make somebody not be able to have a little wet dream that is in some way this story is a story of one black man beating out another black man.
Well, that's their culture. That's
But
the
that
rap
ain't
culture.
that ain't what this is, family.
But that's the rap culture. That's
I
what
know,
the rap
but
loves.
we can't just keep leaving them on the little bus with
It's
the
an
big
old dead narrative.
with the whole. We can't always be the little bus with the big helmet kids.
See?
You know, we just always gonna be slow.
Well, when business come to business and you look at everything, man, and you really know business, here's the real facts of the business. Nas probably made Queens a better proposal. Then Jay-Z probably made Times Square. Nas probably is paying more tax money. He's probably donating more to the city than that one would have. That's
That
what
proposal.
usually
Wait
is
a minute.
based
Wait a
on.
minute.
Usually
We
they
went
take
through it right
proposals
here.
based on what you do for the city.
When Don Barton and Michael Jackson had a proposal? They wanted a
Yeah.
casino.
Yeah.
The politics of the time, for those who don't remember, there was a time Detroit didn't have gaming. It was a big to-do. Shout out to Dennis Archer, frat brother, but Dennis Archer was the mayor at the time. They take proposals when big deals like this is out. Now, in this case, Michael Jackson had partnered up with a guy named Don Barton, who was the first guy he built a big cable company that he sold to Comcast. So what Comcast is today in Detroit at one time was Barton Cable. He sold that. But anyway, so Don Barton was another big fella. Michael Jackson come in with all his fanfare and bankroll and say, hey, we want to put a casino on the riverfront. But as the game went down, there was only 3 offers they were taking. Mike Ilitch and the Ilitch, Marion
let me
Ilitch and
ask you
Ilitch.
this.
Just wait a
Let me
minute.
ask you
Wait a
this.
minute. Wait a minute. Ilitch and them got Motor City. MGM Grand, the biggest casino operators in the world at the time, they got them a casino. The Pappas and the, I'm not going to say some people in the Greek and Italian community got Greek Town. The city passed on Michael Jackson and Don Barton. It happens,
My
guys.
thing is this.
Yeah.
Did they put that to the vote? Because I think that came down to a vote, if I remember right.
No, Archer just, the city
Well,
council.
that was unfair. That was unfair.
I mean, but
because you had to put up $250,000, that was unfair. That whole thing there was ruled by the Supreme Court as injustice. That was ruled as unfair. By the Supreme Court said
going
that
back
was
to the thing
unfair.
that we're saying, you make an offer if they like the other guy's offer better than yours.
But normally you don't have to pay $250,000 to make your offer.
Well, I mean, the politics.
And then the money is non-refundable, so you paying $250,000 to be turned down.
Well, you know, in Florida.
I mean, well, we could have just let us make our. But see, that's what I'm saying. That's unfair.
In Florida, you have
if
to
it's
pay.
guaranteed, that's one
no.
thing. But when you putting up that kind of money and it's not guaranteed, that's not fair. Where's the board? Who made the decision? Not just him should have made the decision.
But we gonna
at the end of the day, the people should have made the decision.
Nazim, salute to Brother Nas. Congratulations. As a lifetime admirer of Jay-Z's music, and I'm not gonna lose a lot of sleep worrying about this one deal, Jay-Z.
I hadn't heard about this. Like I said, I had went past me.
And the absurdity of trying to shame a black billionaire because one deal didn't go through. Who are you people kidding?
How are they shaming him?
Somehow.
God, it's just been all over.
But I'm saying, how are they shaming
because
him?
somehow he's supposed to.
Is he gonna be poor because he didn't get the deal or some shit?
Some bullshit like
and
that.
they've been making money together for like the last 20 years.
But I'm saying,
Absolutely.
I mean,
really?
True.
They've been making money together.
Let me just say this: grow up.
Yeah, grow up.
Get
So
some
anyway,
business.
that's that. Shout
Get
out.
some business of your own.
Get some business of your own. Shout out to Hov. Shout out to Nas. We need more Nas's and Jay-Z's and less goofy talk on the internet.
And share the wealth.
And the quote. And shout out to Dame Dash too, man. And shout out to Dame Dash.
What is he doing in the news? I didn't see him in the news.
He had an interview on the Breakfast Club where he kind of beat up on Charlamagne a little bit. Charlamagne got to talking slick. And,
but see, you know how I feel about Charlamagne, so I'm gonna leave that dead. I'm gonna leave that dead now. When I wanted to go there, you did don't say nothing about Charlamagne.
That was before the freak off
I ain't got shit to say.
That's for all Walt's secrets.
I ain't got shit to say.
Known to the world.
I tried to tell the shit first, but you.
He brought. Wait a minute. Check it out.
I tried to tell the shit first, but you didn't want me to tell it.
Dame went there with Wendy Williams.
See, I told you. I said donkey of the day. See, I told you he was donkey of the day, and I did donkey of the day on my channel. I've been telling niggas about the donkey of the day. She sleeping on Kevin Child's couch.
And Wendy Williams and everybody else's couch.
Well, he probably was sleeping on Big Ed's couch too.
Oh,
shit.
Yeah. No, that's where Walt got all those stories from. Is from Indigo Blues.
You kidding?
No, Charlamagne. Yeah, because Wendy Williams was always at Indigo Blues.
Yeah.
And at that time,
Remember Thursday night?
Charlamagne is running behind. Was literally sleeping on Wendy Williams' couch.
So you mean some of them nights he was at Indigo Blue and you got to be kidding?
No, that's true.
Man, you kidding?
And that's what
Donkey of the day.
Dave said you need to give Wendy some props because she your big homie.
Damn.
You didn't forget who when you was broke sleeping on couches and things, who was looking out for you.
That's what I'm trying to tell you. Donkey of the day.
So, yeah.
Now you want to jump on the donkey.
It just, you know what? And I swear to God, we're going to wrap this up, guys. But Charlamagne, this is to you. I'm going to give you this for free. The name you've named yourself, Charlemagne. Charlemagne is
The God.
Let me tell you how. But that's just ridiculous. But let me just give let me just give Charlemagne and all of the audience, because you who don't know, yeah, that is so absurd. Charlemagne, the God of what? The God of what? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? You know people always make us clown nigga, a big nigga. That's America. If you a surefire way to be a big nigga, and you done got me started. A surefire way to be a big nigga in America is to be a clown nigga. Because they're going to give you some money and give you a circus and be a clown, and you are insured a long career. But anyway, just history lesson. Charlemagne, the historical figure, founder of the Holy Roman Empires, grandfather was a gentleman by the name of Charles Martel, as in Martel Cognac. So connect the dots. Charles Martel defeated the Black Moorish army that had marched all through Spain and halfway through France. Charles Martel, Charlemagne, the real Charlemagne's grandfather, defeated the Moors, or fought them to a tie, and the Moors just went back to run France and Portugal, or run Spain and Portugal, and left France alone. So Charlemagne, the DJ, disc jockey, you named yourself after the grandson of a man who defeated the largest black army ever to invade Europe. That's something to be, I guess, proud of.
Donkey of the day.
I mean, the thing is, I don't think he ever knew who Charlemagne was. And I think if you've been around only white folk education, you'd only know the part about Charlemagne starting the Holy Roman Empire. You wouldn't know that his grandfather was Charles Martel, and that the reason why Martel Cognac exists is because after beating the black men, the King of France gave Charles Martel a particular part of France, which would be now known as the the Cognac area. So the reason why there is a Cognac area of France named where Martel comes from, and the reason why his grandson Charlemagne came from fighting the Moors to a standstill. So shout out to Charlemagne. Historically, you should give the Moors and the black men who made your namesake even possible. History lesson for the day. That's for free. It's your man, CRB Jr. We get it raw, uncut, just some brothers with a camera, chopping it up, sharing our opinions. He's off screen right now. Thank you again, my brother Eddie Jackson.
Love.
Jr. Big Lou in the background. Okay. CRB Jr., Big Boss Filmworks, doing what we do. Holla at you, man.
1973. The Detroit Free Press's front page proclaims dope kingpins get away with it. They had names like Jesse James, Pretty Ricky, the Black Greek, and Mr. Clean. 2 of the 12 men listed as Detroit's biggest heroin dealers were next-door neighbors, and in reality, they were the 2 largest heroin dealers in Detroit, dwarfing the other men on the list. Eddie the Fat Man Jackson, charismatic son of a pool hall owner, and his chief lieutenant, Courtney the Field Marshal Brown, a former city bus driver, had built an empire on a par with men like Nicky Barnes and Frank Lucas of New York. But theirs was a very different and in many ways more sophisticated operation than Barnes and Lucas's, based on family ties and finesse more than murder and mayhem. They truly were the Motown Mafia, and the saga of Eddie Jackson, Courtney Brown, and their families stretched from the 1960s and into the present day. Starting in 1969, Eddie Jackson had built a tight inner circle of lieutenants like Charles Rudolph, Russell Clayton, Ronald 5-0 Garrett, Black Butch, and his right-hand man, Courtney Brown. All of them had grown up together in Detroit's old Black Bottom and Paradise Valley neighborhoods, forming an unbreakable foundation for their soon-to-come heroin empire.
In a city built on hustle, one man dared to dance with the devil. He was smooth, slick, and dangerous. This ain't no bedtime story. This is blood, bricks, and backstabs. This summer, loyalty is dead, and the streets are talking. The Devil is a Lie, a Big Boss Filmworks original. Narrated by the streets, told by the game, inspired by the truth.